Welcome back to the Richest Man in Babylon Discussed. We're on Chapter 9, the Clay Tablets from Babylon. So this one's written very differently than the rest of the book because this chapter is an investigation of kind of what happened to Abyssal after he made his way back to Babylon from Chapter 8, but it's as though it was written like a journal account. Once again, we see that Abyssal sought the advice of somebody who knew more than him. I don't know if there's been a chapter yet in this book where we haven't been counseled to seek the advice of those who know more than we do. This chapter, in conjunction with the last chapter, do a lot to remind us or to teach us that integrity and honor and self-respect are at our fingertips by paying off our debts and becoming financially free men and free women. This chapter also describes to us the necessity of a financial plan, right? Not just winging life, but sitting down, taking a look at everything that we owe. I mean, one of the tablets is just a collection of everything that he owed, right? I think there's wisdom, and I think there's a reason that he showed that, because he's trying to show us that we need to be able to take stock and take account of everything in our financial situations so that we can make an accurate and adequate financial plan. How are we going to move forward? Where do we want to be in a year from now? Where do we want to be 10 years from now? You need to have a financial plan, and it does not need to be any major, in-depth, heavy thing. I'm a big fan of Dave Ramsey's 7 baby steps from the Total Money Makeover. I'm happy to advertise for him for free because it has changed my life, and I'm happy to suggest that for you as well. If you don't like his set of financial plans, that's okay. Come up with your own, but you have to have a plan. And this, chapter 9, is basically Abyssal's plan and then its execution. In one of the journal accounts, tablet 3, he says, "I realize the great extent of my folly in running away from the results of my extravagances." In other words, there's no good that can come from running away from the consequences of your actions. And this is a lesson for all of us, whether it's financial or otherwise. When we act, we need to have integrity enough to look the consequences of our actions in the face and learn from them. We all make mistakes. You don't need to be ashamed about that. We all do it. What you need to be ashamed about is when you try to hide and run from the consequences of your mistakes. That brings dishonor. I want to highlight something that he says here in Tablet 4. Tablet 4 is he's made his way pretty far down the road in his financial plan towards paying off all of his debts. And this is what he says: "My heart is lighter than it hath been for a long time." If you are feeling burdened, if you are feeling pressured under a heavy load of financial weight, get out of debt. Pay off your debts. Draw upon yourself the confidence and self-assurance that comes by being a person of honor, of keeping your commitments, and the freedom that comes from pushing off the weights of debt. Later on in the same tablet, he says, "In my purse I now have 21 pieces of silver that are mine. It maketh my head to stand straight upon my shoulders, and maketh me proud to walk among my friends." A lack of self-esteem, a lack of self-confidence, it's not an easy thing to fix. And I'm not saying that by you improving your financial situation, you will magically fix depression. But there is confidence, and there is self-assurance, and there is pride that comes from being master of your own wallet and being master of your own life. And the financial independence that comes from getting out of debt and being wealthy and building wealth month after month after month will fill you with confidence and pride. Allow me to speak just a little personally for a second and say that it has definitely done that for me. I'm certainly by no means wealthy, but I have been following the principles of this book for years now. I've been following the principles that Dave Ramsey teaches for years now. I have been able to build up some wealth, and it fills me with so much confidence and comfort and pride to know where I am and where I was just 5 years ago. You can do that too. There's nothing special about me. I'm a nobody. There's nothing special about Dave Ramsey. He's a nobody. We're all just human beings working to do the best that we can. This is something that is within your power to accomplish, but you have to take control of it and make it happen. Stop allowing yourself to be a victim. The 5th tablet is a short conclusion of his journey. The 5th tablet is where he has paid off all of his debts. And he talks about having confidence in himself and the pride that comes with following the plan to fulfillment. This is a path that all of us can walk to bring about to ourselves confidence and financial security. That's the end of Chapter 9, the Clay Tablets from Babylon discussion. If you have any additional comments, you're welcome to put them down below. Please be friendly and nice. The next chapter, chapter 10, is the final chapter of the book, so I hope to see you there. Thanks for watching.